So, good morning and welcome to Nafplio. I recommend Nafplio a lot in my videos, but I've never really explained why. So this video is my 10 top reasons as to why you should visit here. Hopefully 10 reasons in 10 minutes. But it's fantastic. If you're in Athens, if you're looking for a day trip, if you're a tourist wanting to explore outside Athens, this is a top place to come. I can't recommend it highly enough. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you. So, reason number one. Perhaps a strange place to start, a car park, but that is the point. We are only about an hour and 40 minutes drive here from Athens. It's dead easy. It's a fantastic drive down the coast. Normally, if you're on holiday, I would say you don't want to go very far at all. And this is not far. It's easy to get to, and you just put in the port or limani into your sat nav. You can see we're right here by the port. You can see the boats behind me, hopefully. And there's a fantastic free car park. You don't have to drive, of course. You can also take an organised tour. I can tell you now the coaches will come here. Or you can go to Kifissos in Athens, the major coach station, and you can get a KTEL, which is an official coach, down to Nafplio. There are loads of coaches down to Nafplio every day, even in the winter. So, reason number one, dead close to Athens, easy to get. Reason number two, Nafplio is a fantastic Venetian medieval fortress town. It's beautiful with its character. You could be in Italy because it was the Italians who built it. Yes, the Ottomans took it on from about 1715 from the Venetians, and then the Greeks after the Ottomans from about 1821. But what you have here is a town of tremendous character, tremendous architecture, amazing to explore. Loads of little alleyways, loads of little shops, loads of restaurants, and it has life to it. It's different to Athens. You don't get this in Athens. The closest I can think is the flea market in Monastiraki, but this is so much more than that. Reason number three, we are by the seaside, and this isn't a beach resort. There is a beach. If you fancy a 2-kilometre walk around this fantastic little coastal path, actually, from the end of this harbour round to a small beach, you can do that. But this is more about cafe society. You can see it behind me. You can see the boats. You can see this fantastic boulevard and the vistas here, the views that you get over the sea from Nafplio are just fantastic. This is one for the romantics. This is one if you just want to get out of Athens and explore something a little bit different, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit less frenetic. Reason number four, there are three, not one, but three castles here. You have Peloponnese on the hill here behind me. This is actually the most recent castle. It's an Ottoman castle built between about 1685 and 1715. Captured in 1715 from the Venetians by the Ottomans. But if you go up there and look down as we're about to, you can then see the original castle here on the hill, built about 1200, a Byzantine castle, and you get a good feel for Nafplio from this hill because you can see it was a fortress city, as I mentioned, ringed with a wall that went all the way from the castle down below us through to the harbour. And then in the harbour you can see the Burzi, again built about 1215 to protect the harbour from naval attack. And reason number five, Nafplio is open all year round. If you come here off season, and I advise coming to Greece off season, I have a video on that, then you want to go places where there's life, be it Easter, Christmas, November, February, and Nafplio has that. It's open all year round. It's here for tourists all year round. Nothing shuts. Maybe a couple of restaurants, but that's it. And it's fantastic at any time of year. And the same can't be said for all of Greece. If you want to go to the islands, you have to go on season. If you go outside the season, if you can get there, then you're going to be very disappointed. Not so with Nafplio. It is open all year round, and it has life all year round, and it's fantastic. I would recommend it to anyone who's visiting Greece at any time of year. Reason number six, there is loads of ancient history around here. If you want to explore some ancient Greek sites, Nafplio is the perfect place to come, either before or after, and relax and eat and drink. You can do that sometimes at the sites as well, but I would advise coming here. So, if you're on your way down, halfway down you reach Corinth, the Corinth Canal, ancient Corinth. You need maybe 10 minutes in Corinth Canal. It's not that great. It's impressive, but once you've seen it, you've seen it. And then an hour and a half at ancient Corinth. I'll highly recommend ancient Corinth. Then another half hour, Mykines, 20 minutes only from Nafplio. So you can explore these places. Should you wish to drive half an hour in a different direction, you can go to the theatre of Epidaurus. Amazing, fantastic. Maybe do the Epidaurus theatre show in the summer, or just go and explore the area. Basically, an ancient spa town from 2,500 years ago. And then there are other places you can go as well. Reason number 7, restaurants, bars and independent shops. There are so many restaurants here. I think there are something like 170 or 180 on TripAdvisor, and they're competitive. They all have to be pretty damn good. Otherwise, they wouldn't survive in this environment. So you can be pretty confident wherever you eat, you're going to get great food. And you can eat lots of different food. You can eat, obviously, Greek food. You can have fish. You can have meze. You can have, believe it or not, Chinese food. You can have Italian food. Obviously Turkish, Lebanese, etc. You come here, it's a gastronomic delight. It's fantastic. And there are so many different areas. There's this area down by the harbour. There's the main square where we saw earlier. Then there's another road further up beyond the main square with loads of traditional Greek restaurants. And all the side streets have fantastic places as well. So you can just explore and enjoy and take your pick. There's so much to do. Number 8. Hotels. There are so many hotels here in Nafplio. The one behind me, the pension, and they're probably the best. Little family-run pensions, hotels all over the old town here in Nafplio, loads of them, and you can take your pick. They're beautiful, they have character. They're probably typically between 50 and 150 euros a night, depending on which you pick and the time of year. But should you want something a little bit more grand, there's the other end of the scale, the Nafplio Palace up on the hill here, and amazing, beautiful. But you can also go to the bottom of the scale here. This hotel, okay, I'm kidding, it's shot in the 1980s, but the site it occupies on the hill is amazing and unfortunately dominates the city. But the point is, there are loads of hotels here for every budget. If you come on season, you need to book. You won't get in here unless you book. But any other time of year, turn up. If it's open, it'll have rooms. And I'd highly recommend just a day trip, stay the night, explore Nafplio. Reason number 9, nightlife. The whole place changes at night, you can probably see. It's well lit, everything remains open, and it becomes really busy actually because people come out at night in Greece. It's too hot during the day, everyone has a siesta, but at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, which is what it is now, it becomes vibrant, lively and fantastic. There aren't any nightclubs in town. If you want nightclubs, you actually have to go out of Nafplio, but that's very common in Greece. The nightclubs are often located literally outside the town, so they don't disturb the residents and things. But here, I mean, you can see shops, restaurants, people, life. It's fantastic. And I really would advise staying a night if you can, because the whole place just comes to life at night. It's brilliant. Reason number 10, use it as a base to explore the rest of the Peloponnese. The Peloponnese is amazing. Everyone talks about the islands, everyone talks about Athens, but the Peloponnese has so much to offer. It's the land of mythology, and it's got some of the best beaches in Greece. It's got some of the best towns in Greece. You can go down to Kalamata, incredible vibe down there, beautiful city. You can go across to Picturesque. You can then, if you fancy, go to Kyllini, take a ferry to the Ionian Islands. The world is your oyster. Go to Pylos, go to Methone, explore the castles down there, and they're amazing beaches. Costa Navarone, just fantastic. Everything within about 2 hours, 15 minutes drive from Nafplio. I can't recommend it highly enough. So, if you're still with me, I'm going to give you reason number 11. And it's not this beach, although it's pretty actually fantastic because of the scenery. Not the best beach in the world, but the scenery is fantastic. But the walk to this beach along the coast, the coastal walk to this beach is fantastic. Takes you round the end of this headland here. And we'll just walk along it quickly, because if you're a tourist and you don't mind walking about 1.5 kilometres or so, it is the best experience. Honestly, it's amazing. So let's have a quick look. So you can see the walk along this path, and it's a very good path, by the way, perfectly safe for children, etc., is amazingly picturesque, and that's the point of this. You come down here, you can walk along the foot of that cliff if you wish, but it takes you away from the town. This path basically starts in the town and ends in the town, which is fantastic, and I just can't recommend it highly enough. If you're here and you want to explore a little bit, I mean, look at it. It wends its way around the cliff. You've seen where it came from. You've seen where it goes. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's my recommendation number 11. If you have a chance, if you're up for a little bit of a walk, do so. So I hope you found this useful. Your holiday time is precious, and I wouldn't advise coming here if I didn't think it was worth it. You don't want to spend all day travelling somewhere, but an hour and 40 minutes, brilliant roads along the coastline, you won't regret it. This is fantastic, and if you have a chance to come to Nafplio, please do so. You won't regret it. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.